students to make a budget tracker. This budget tracker will help you to manage money and using the math and design concepts with decimals and percentage concept. We have already discussed the introduction and the math behind the budget, that how we will talk about the total income and the total expenses and the remaining amounts. You already know that since you're students and you are not having a very big budget, but you can create a simple, small budget tracker for your own budget that you are getting every month in the form of maybe the amount of money that you're getting it from your parents, or you can make it for a sample amount so that you can understand that what is the math behind the budget tracker. Okay, there are so many different things that we have already done by using Canvas. We have Canva digital tool. We have already decided how to set up the slides and we have talked about it. I hope you have done this work. Now I'm going to explain you that how you will create the sample budget tracker actually by using the formulas in Google Sheets, right? So I made a sample budget tracker and I'm giving you the idea behind this. This is the sample budget tracker, which I've already made it. And I'm going to explain you that how you will be making your own budget tracker using the same methodology, the way I did it. I did it for the month of March. You can recreate it or you can duplicate this for the rest of the months as well. So let's start making it. Okay, before I start making it, I would like to tell you that how this budget tracker will work. Like, for example, I put the date here, and even you can write the day here. Suppose the day is Tuesday or whatever day it is, then you can write the category. You can choose the category either food, transport, stationery, or entertainment. Suppose you have chosen the entertainment. You may choose the description of the entertainment, that what type of entertainment. Obviously, you wanted to know about the movie if you are discussing, and the planned amount. Suppose your total, you're getting the total budget for the month as 5,000 rupees, you can use that amount with different categories and manage your money. Suppose the 5,000 amount will be allocated to you, and you are making this budget tracker to see that if you have planned for this particular activity, maybe the food and maybe the lunch at school, you have decided for the 1st March that you are going to allocate 500. Actually, you have allocated and you're making this budget tracker because you wanted to see that this is what I have planned. But the actual amount that I used on that day is only 356. So I got 144 rupees left. In the same way, you can choose the different category amounts and transport and bus fare. And for that day, maybe you are not giving the total amount that maybe you are not talking about the date. You may write it about the day or maybe the whole month you can talk about it. So if it is the bus fare, and if the bus fare is, for example, suppose for the whole month you're giving, and if you want to change it, if you're not talking about the transport, you can go for the stationery item. Maybe you're talking about the stationery item notebook, or you may add some of the stationery items. It's up to you. Now, the categories are not fixed categories. You may change your categories as well. I'll let you know that how you're going to give. And then whatever you are writing the planned amount, maybe you're writing one notebook is of 400 BKR, and you have used 400 rupees. See, the remaining balance is 0 because you have allocated 400. But in case if you have allocated 400 rupees, but you are using it, maybe you have purchased a pen as well. So there's minus 100. It means actually this cell is subtracting the amount, which is the actual amount from the planned amount. This is what I actually placed a formula here. And I will explain you that how I use the formula, okay? Now, all these categories, when you will fill it up, after that, you will be talking about the total budget. That will be the fixed amount. You may choose a fixed amount. For instance, let's say I wrote 5,000, but it's up to you how much money you're getting every month. So you can write upon your own decision. And then total planned. Now this total planned will be automatically increased when I put this planned amount 500 plus 400, it's automatically increased. You can look at it. If I put maybe 500 more, the amount increased. Now this is 1400. Now this total plan is actually adding all these values which I am adding in this particular column. So this column is actually adding all the amounts from the planned amount, and this column is adding all the amounts from the actual amount. Suppose I am writing that from this actual amount, I took only 120 and see the difference. And from that, the balance remaining is also like it is giving me the idea behind what is the balance left. Now, we can choose the category, or maybe we are not putting a category, but if we see that what percentage of this budget has been spent on from all those categories, if we want to know that what is the percentage amount that we have already spent, so we can, check the percentage here. I may do it like for the transport. I see that I only utilized 200 rupees. So I can see that this would be I'm going to put the formula here, and I'll explain you that how I'm going to do that. Now, what your task is to open your Google Classroom, and from your Google Classroom, you may create one Google Sheet here from this over here, or you may open your Google Drive from this, the Drive folder. And with the Drive folder, you can make one sheet here. It's up to you that how you're making the sheet. Suppose you're making this sheet here. Create and share. So I'm not creating here. I am rather creating in my own. So I'm just sharing it with you that I am making in my own folder. So I'm making this little sheet. Here, first of all, your task is to write the name of your budget tracker. So this budget tracker would be the name of the budget tracker. First, we are going to write down the name. And suppose this budget tracker is made by 7 Purple. Let me just write here 7 Purple. And the 7 Purple will be, and who, suppose the student name would be written, that who is the student. It's like any student can write their name here. And basically, this budget tracker would be made by 2 students, at least 2 or 3 students. It's up to you. You're working in pair or you're working individually, but if you're working in pair, you have to write this share. You have to click on this share button. And here you will write the name of the student with whom you are creating it. Okay. With whom you are sharing this, because you both will be working together in class. So here I'm done because I'm not sharing it with anyone. So that's why I'm not writing anything. Okay. Later on, after writing the name of the 2 students or 3 students who are working on this project, then they have to write this budget tracker. So I'm just copy pasting it so that you can just see, but you have to write it actually, the budget tracker here. And then later on, you have to choose the categories. I'm just choosing these categories. I'm just writing the categories. Quickly, I'm writing. So I'm writing the date, and maybe I'm choosing the category and the description and the planned amount and the actual amount. So description category. First, you're going to write category. Then we have description. Later on, we have the planned amount, which is the allocated amount. And then the next cell would have the utilized amount, or the amount that we can say the actual amount, whatever you think. So you can write actual amount or the amount that is used amount, whatever you write it. And then we have to write the remaining balance. So the remaining balance here. Okay, now I'm going to convert this into a table. So what I'm doing here, I'm just selecting here, and all of them are first. I'm going to choose this option to convert this into table. And there, I may ask them to choose the date option as well.
With that, we can put this at sign, and with that, we can just talk about the date. So they can write the date, for example, today. So the date can be automatically written. But if we want to write the category on our own, it is okay. But if we want to make a drop down, we have to put this at symbol. See, I put just at symbol, only at symbol. And with at symbol, whenever I'm writing this at symbol, it will automatically give me a drop down. See, if I put this at symbol here, under this, I have drop downs. I hope you can see this drop down. By writing at symbol, I have to click on this drop down. And now this will ask me to create a new drop down, this plus symbol. So I'm going to click on this plus symbol and it will ask me to, this is going to be the category. So I'm going to, this is the drop down. So the option number one, maybe if I'm writing it, that I'm using it on my food. Maybe the next category can be food and stationery item, notebook, etc., etc. And if another item, if I would like to choose, maybe it can be, it's up to you that on which amount of money that you're actually utilizing it. Um, on some maybe any other item, it's up to you. But I'm choosing right now two categories. And the categories can also be colored. Like, for example, I'm choosing the stationery with the pink color. I'm choosing the food with the green color. It's up to you. And we can allow multiple selections, or we can, if a person can allow multiple selection, but it's up to you as you are just taking it. Now, see, the category has been now food and stationery. The student who is choosing, and even you can edit this and add more categories here. Before I would like to, want that all such, so just plus sign will copy it to all the cells. So you can see the drop downs are for all the cells, for the food, for the stationery. So the drop down is for everything. Now I'm going to ask for the description. So description, maybe it's not necessary that we are also putting it up. As I told you that in my sample budget tracker, I put the description as well with the drop downs. But it's up to you. If you want to do it for the description drop down, it's up to you. But if you want to keep it open for the person who is doing it, so let it be open. And then the planned amount. Okay, here we want to, see that what is the allocated amount. First, we need to know that what should be the allocated amount. Suppose my budget item summary has, I'm going to just click here and I'm making the budget item summary. And the allocated, the planned amount, the pocket money, you can say the pocket money that you're getting, the fixed pocket amount. Here you can ask again a new drop down. Like I am just writing a new drop down here. It's up to you if you want to keep it open, keep it open. But as much you are, making it more creative for your students, for your, the person who is using it. It's your own creativity that how you're doing it. Okay, so I'm writing the amount that it might be 5,000 PKR, not writing the, and it might be 2,000 PKR. Maybe it can be 1,000, or maybe it can be 10,000. Or if you want to keep it open, it's up to you. Okay, so here, and I'm also changing the color. This will be different colors I'm choosing right now to describe the darker tones I'm choosing. It's up to you, whichever tones you are talking about, and I have done it. Now, these are the amount of, money that the person is, just selecting it. Maybe the person is selecting 2,000 amount. Maybe the person is selecting any other amount, or maybe you can keep it open as I told you that over here, I just fix it and I did not allow anybody to choose it from the drop down. Now the total plant. Now the magic comes here because we are now going to write something in it. Total plant. So I'm just writing this. I'm just copy pasting it. These three I have copy pasted. And over here, I have to put the formula. Now, this is very important. So please put your complete focus that how we are going to put the formulas. I have to put in equals to sign because I would like them to add the total planned amount column I would like to add. So I'm writing equals to, and there is a sum. This is a sum formula. I just write SUM capital, and then I am writing this over here. Just a second. So it's like equals to this sum and let me check the formula here. And the formula I got is equals to sum F3 to F16. Okay, so here I'm just writing equals to sum. Then I am writing the F3 colon F16. Let me see. This is the actual amount that has been planned. Okay, let me see that if I am going to see if I'm adding. So if I'm just writing equals to and sum, and there's a bracket here, I'm going to see, I wrote equals to sum and the bracket, and I put this one. I just click on the planned amount. Now, since I would like to, drop down, I am selecting all of them. So it means this column, this row actually will add all my amounts here because I put the formula equals to sum. There is a bracket and then E5. I click on E5, any particular cell if I would like to add. So I just click on the cell and then I click on rest of the cells. It means it will be added at top and the result would become here. And now I'm going to put a closing bracket. Now this means that whatever, okay, and then click on enter. Since I haven't written anything, so the total plan. Now I am just writing maybe 400, maybe 450. So it's automatically, see, it has been added and the result is shown here. Now, if I would like to know that what is the total spent amount, maybe you can even change the spent amount. The spent amount. Spent amount. Okay, so here what we can do, this spent amount can be, again, we are using equals to sum. Then there is a bracket. And I'm going to click on the spent column, so the cell of the spent amount column. And then I'm going to drag it down. It will automatically selecting all of them. See, you can see how to use the formula and now I'm closing it. And now clicking on the enter button will automatically, see that it's going to add. Maybe I use 300 and maybe I used 234. So see, it has been added automatically. I hope you have understood. Now the remaining balance. Now this is very simple. We just will subtract this one from this one. So we will write this equals to here, equals to, and I'm just going to click on this. After equals to, I just click on the total planned minus, I put minus sign, and then I click on this sign and then click enter. So watch my video again for this particular task and you will understand, okay? So just, I am pausing my, and now we are going to wind it up by checking that the remaining amount balance is also working as we have put up the formula. The last and this percentages column will be added here using percentages and budget. So we are going to write down the category, the amount spent, and here we have to put another formula. So I'm just writing this, I'm just copy pasting it so we can create another table. Again, it's totally up to you how you're going to create it. So I'm just writing here. Now it's up to you if you want to write, if you let the person choosing the category and you do not want to create a drop down, it's up to you. The amount spent on the category, for example, if you think that the category of food, maybe suppose a person has chosen food here and the person has chosen food here, and you would like to see that the food items, the planned amount, the amount which has been, added, but since the person is going to, so you have to add it all the amount of the food and you have to see the amount spent of the food item is this one. Suppose the amount we have to write category here, food, and you have to add yourself, basically, because if you have chosen, or maybe for example, if you have chosen this one, this food here, maybe the amount planned was total planned amount is and 450 here. So basically you have chosen food here, and food here. Maybe the food here is also 670. And see that the amount is this one, in the planned amount maybe 500. And this one is, okay, this one is 450. And this one is about 67, and then this is 457. Okay, now what we have to see, that we wanted to know that how much amount we actually spent. So we will just write equals to sum. Again, we have to write sum. We are going to click on the amount spent. Oh, sorry, it's just equals to sum bracket, and then we will be talking about the sum. This one, and then this one, and then this one. So I added the three, and I'm putting the bracket close sign and then putting the equals to. From this is the total amount actually spent on the food category. Now we would like to know the percentage of the budget. Suppose I have chosen the amount 2,000. And I have already used maybe 1,420 rupees for the whole month on food. So I would like to know what percentage actually I have utilized for food. So I'm going to put a formula here, equals to, and then I'm going to put this one. This divided by, I'm going to put divide sign here because we are going to divide it. This one is divided by this amount. Automatically it will choose, if you have chosen 2,000, it will choose 2,000. If you have chosen 5,000, it will choose 5,000, and divided it and multiply by, here I'm using this static for the multiply with 100. So you know that if we are converting anything, the formula is actually, let me just write the formula for you and let me just show you. Basically, whenever we are finding the percentage calculator might be the value divided by the total value multiplied by 100%. This is how we actually do it. I hope you all remember it. So see what we are doing here. Now we are going to put a closing bracket and putting this enter button. It will automatically select it. It has. Now let me change this amount and see that what magic is happening here. See, the percentage is different because now 1,420 rupees is just 28.4% of the total amount that I have spent. So now over here, you are going to make your own budget tracker using all these formulas, using all the, you have to choose the categories yourself or the sample budget tracker I'm already giving you in your Google Classroom. From there, you can even edit that as well. It's up to you if you would like to edit that. And if you would like to make your own budget tracker, some of the formulas have been already written. So please start working on this project and hope we are going to talk about it in Monday's lesson, in Monday's class.